designers, for your next mission, you will create corporate wear for the NCB Foundation scholars who will be transitioning to the world of work. Your design must be youthful, stylish with a touch of power. You will have $4,000 for fabric at Pablo's and an additional trimming budget of $1,000. You will have 10 hours to complete this mission, and then it's catwalk time.
This is Mission Catwalk Season 5, the All-Stars edition. 12 of the fiercest talents are back to battle to see who will rule the ultimate All-Stars catwalk. Over $5 million in cash and prizes to be won. Who will complete the ultimate mission? Who will rule the catwalk?
Now, Belinda Williams of the NCB Foundation will tell you a little bit more about who you'll be designing for.
Morning, designers. With me are the ambassadors, and these are scholars of NCB Foundation, and we have Janelle, Stacia, Travell, Antonian. NCB since 2003 would have been investing in education primarily out of a mandate or a vision that our chairman Machel Sandy had for education being used as a catalyst for change. Ambassadors here behind me represent a significant investment that NCB would have made towards nation building, and this is only a fraction of the cost, because since 2003 we would have actually given in excess of $1 billion to nation building. So we're asking you this morning to assist them in being prepared for the work world. You have to dress them.
When I got to Pablo's, I was really lost. I honestly did not know what I wanted. I didn't know what I was doing. I don't want to say wasted time.
By the time we'd done shopping, I was like standing next to like some blue and yellow fabric. And I don't like any of them now that I have them, because apparently NCB's colors is blue and yellow. And they just feel really typical, but I'm doing blue and yellow because I already bought the fabric and I don't like the other one.
Today we're working with NCB outfitting their scholarship awardees.
God, I hate corporate wear. Like, I don't even know who would design corporate wear.
They're about to transition from college students to working class Jamaicans.
Some wear uniform, so when they transition to the workplace, it might seem a little sometimes juvenile.
We're supposed to be doing corporate wear, which none of us know anything about because we've like only stepped into anywhere corporate when we have to go to the bank.
If anybody comes to me for workwear or uniforms or anything, I always send them to Alexis.
I really don't like doing business wear. Corporate wear is something that designers don't really think about because we're more of the, like, I guess, exciting part. Going out to awards, dinners, cocktail parties, fun.
I feel like you don't have to be boring to work in a workplace that's boring. So I'm giving it some spice. And it's bright banana yellow dress thing, and it's not boring, I think.
There's always a market for corporate wear. I think I mostly cater to corporate women because they're working, so they have disposable incomes sometimes. But I don't want to design for somebody who are gonna dance every week or they're not working. I want somebody who's always going to a work event, they're dressing up, they want to go to work, you know, they want to look nice. So corporate women are the type of women that I want to cater to.
It's really a test to see how versatile some of the designers are, because I know for some of us we only know to construct dresses or certain type of garments, whereas this would require some type of construction skills for you to create pants, skirts, jackets, shirts.
I love it. I know that one day I will need their services because I plan to do a lot of work with mass production in Jamaica, so blue and yellow, NCB all the way.
I hate my challenge.
I hate this challenge.
Today sucks.
I don't know.
I wanted to give her a look that said, I'm young and fresh, and yet says, I'm an intelligent young lady, so take me seriously. So I have pants and I have a jacket.
I plan to use denim as a base instead of the regular suited or Tetrax fabric that people would use in the office.
I'm doing a shirt dress almost, and I just started it.
I am doing a skirt suit. So it's a little loose fit top and a pencil skirt.
I passed the fabric, I said I'm going to use that. And I passed another fabric and I said I'm going to use this. That's what I'm working with. No inspiration.
Get away, get away.
Everybody's still tired.
We've been sewing like factory workers in Bangladesh.
Everybody's just basically sleeping on themselves. Carla's sleeping and pressing the pedals on the sewing machine. And
I don't think this is healthy. It's really unhealthy. The whole sleep deprivation thing. I don't think it's healthy. We should be sleeping.
Still to come on Mission Catwalk.
And that looks something like Granny would wear. I'm already sweating looking at this. Okay, darling, they're stepping outside of the box and then not following any direction. Your challenge was for a glorified housekeeper?
Uniform for a maid.
It's putting me to sleep. It's so boring.
like we go into work and then we can't be too sexy because then we can't wear that to work because then it's like making a shirt and...
Who will rule the catwalk?
Hey Carla, how are you?
I'm fine.
Yeah. I always like how you say you're fine because it's like this nervous I'm fine kind of thing. So how's it going? What's making you nervous about this?
I slept like 3 times today. I have a crazy headache, a catching the flu, my nose stuffy and dry, coughing all the time. I really think I might be coming down with chikungunya.
Let me just take a look at this. So it has puffy sleeves, long puffy sleeves with a shirt collar.
Yeah.
I mean, are we designing here or are we designing for abroad? Because even the long sleeve and the black and the high collar, I'm already sweating looking at this.
I hate corporate wear with the passion. I really didn't consider the climate, but I believe that she will be working in an office that has AC.
I think she looks kind of matronly, kind of like a nun. Like mature. I'm telling you, this is what I see here. Long sleeve, long collar, hot fabric. Like there's nothing, you know, there has to be, and this is something that's important too because as women we have this weird role where we have to look powerful and yet maintain kind of a feminine side or at least a medium femme kind of side.
I'm having a bit difficulty here with my piece. Mercedes hate it.
So David, I see that your challenge was for a glorified housekeeper.
Uniform for a maid. Whoa. The fabric is originally men's Oxford shirt fabric.
Okay.
So it's kind of androgynous, but the most important thing is it's powerful, and that's one of the words in our challenge, to make sure that our client looks powerful. I think it's an amazing piece. I think I could sell thousands, and I think maybe one of the pieces that makes me some American millions.
Oh, that's a nice surprise. Beautiful.
Yeah. Put a lined jacket.
Okay.
Over the top, a draped chiffon blouse, and then pants, because I feel like pants on a lady also gives the look of empowerment.
One of the other things that has come up is how dry cleanable or hand washable is this? Because that's another consideration when we're doing the pricing.
Well, the blouse, you may want to wash at home. The pants, you can wash at home. The jacket, you don't want to wash at home. You want to take it to the cleaners. The jacket, you don't wash that often. And when you do, I think it should be professionally done. So if NCB doesn't like it, then hopefully a resort calls me and they want to, you know, dress their housekeepers in it.
Oh my gosh, you have not done much.
I've started.
Started? What have you?
I just don't use the mannequin as others do, but I've started. I do flat cutting, so she would never come and find anything on a mannequin belonging to me because everything is flat. Business wear, I find when somebody asks me to do it, it's just like boring.
But see, this is where you could bring it fun because it is boring. So if you can make something that the person doesn't feel like they're totally bored to death in their outfit, that's really the beautiful thing of being a good designer, right? That you can bring out the best in people.
My garment is honestly not very far as I would have hoped it to be. I find too, because it's business where you don't want too busy.
Okay, yes, I agree with that.
I'm going to make the focal point just the sleeve.
Okay, tell me about that because they look like leg of mutton sleeves.
They're
like
not
something I would find in a wedding dress.
In the drawing it was a little bit over-exaggerated, but it's not going to be that big because I mean it's work. You don't want, you know.
Okay.
You don't want to go too overboard. We really don't know what you're just looking for, and just I guess based on who's left, like everybody is so good. Like you really got to be careful. You know, you can't like that simplest mistake could you know get sent home.
So I figured I would do outfit for a linguist who's now going into teaching linguistics.
Oh, okay.
So she's a teacher.
Okay.
This is the front. And knit. This is a linen. And I was gonna do a pants, but I figured because it could get like really old easily because of I guess the texture and the colors. So I decided to go with a pencil skirt. Instead.
Old, you mean old in that it mature?
The shape of it, yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it's supposed to be youthful, they said.
Okay.
Right.
Yep. Okay.
So I decided to go with a pencil skirt instead. I'm gonna do like a chevron, alternating the different fabrics.
Okay. And which are you using the black fabric or are you using the print?
No, these ones. I'm not using these. I'm just going with these two.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you're sticking to just a knit.
Yeah.
This is nice because this is absolutely washable too.
I just picked up fabric. I like the fabric. I took up the fabric and I just let the fabric inspire me to do something.
You're 22, you're still going out for drinks after work.
Okay.
And you're still wanting to have fun after work, right?
All right.
So I wanted that at work she could kind of close up her little, I'm not sure what I'm doing with the sleeves yet.
Okay.
But she could kind of close up and tie it and have it kind of like worky, have a nice like light gray
So it's gonna have a jacket over it?
Yeah, this isn't attached, that's a dress
Okay.
and this is a jacket.
Oh, okay.
That I just pulled apart. If we do anything that's corporate enough for corporate people, then Novia and Carlton will be like, it's putting me to sleep, it's so boring, and it's not runway friendly. We do something runway, then the NCB's guy is gonna be like, you couldn't ever wear that in my office. I'm not gonna do a tight sleeve, it's gonna be kind of a looser, kind of like a pullover type thing that you wear, like it's warm you up in the office, but still professional and cute, and then she can kind of pull it off afterwards. And it won't be fully lined, because that'll keep the price point down.
Have you finished? How is it gonna be? Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Okay, all right.
I'm still like trying to figure out what I'm doing. I don't know, I'm still confused about this whole corporate wear thing. I just thought you wore normal clothes to work. Like, I just assumed, you know, you wear like a decent like dress, and you just pop a blazer over it and boom, it's corporate wear. I've never draped a jacket, and I'm draping a jacket.
All right, sounds good.
I'm pretending to be Ryan.
Okay.
It's not working out very well.
And I want it to look like a shirt.
Okay.
Except it's draped.
Okay.
My sketch. I will show you my sketch.
Wait, let's talk about something first of all. When you talk, especially to me or to anybody, right? You have to sell it. You have to sell it to me.
Okay.
Because what I'm looking at is a pretty rudimentary kind of draping here and a sketch. I mean, we talked about your art, not sketch, right? So when you talk, you have to talk with confidence. You have to be able to sell it because besides being a designer, you have to be a salesperson too. So you're selling yourself besides selling me the garment.
Right.
So tell me again, and with a little bit more confident what you're doing.
Hey, I'm doing this. A drape shirt almost.
Okay, you're almost there. Almost there.
Started something, I was going really good, and then I scrapped it because I didn't like it. And now I am zero. I have nothing. She's a young, cool girl.
Okay.
I'm doing a pencil skirt.
Okay. In this fabric?
Yeah.
In a print? Okay, so you have the mixed media print going on?
Yeah.
All right.
Just to keep it youthful.
Okay.
The prints are cool. And I'm probably gonna break it up in the center. I'm thinking about this, but I'm not sure how I feel about it yet.
Okay. Well, it looks a little conservative at this stage. Yeah. And a little bit, I mean, you have the high neck going on, right? You have the long skirt.
I mean, I'm no.
What's this stripe here? Is just for detail, or there's something more going on there?
I got the buttons on this.
Okay.
It looks like a shirt.
Yeah, man, that looks something like Granny would wear.
I don't know. I can't funk it up. It's like we go into work and then we can't be too sexy because then we can't wear that to work because then it's like making a shirt and.
And the other thing I want to talk to you about is your time management, because it doesn't seem that you are as far as some of the other people that I've seen today. How are you doing with that?
Today was kind of bad. I was just really tired, so
okay.
I just didn't work as fast as I should be.
You know, my uncle used to tell me that think of fashion like a rotten tomato. So at one point when you pick it off the vine, it's gorgeous and everybody will pay for it, right? But then it starts to get a little soft, and then next week it gets a little brown spot, and then by the end of the month it's like rotten, you can't even make a soup out of it. That's fashion.
Everybody's a bit skeptical about Machel's space.
Whoa, what is this? Oh my gosh. That wasn't a happy surprise, by the way.
I chose denim to stand out, and I'm doing a waistcoat with a pencil skirt and a top, well, a shirt that have like some draping in the neckline. I always like to try new things, and
Okay, darling, there's stepping outside of the box and then not following any direction.
my design was a bit complicated.
This is part of, I guess, maturing as a designer, is that sometimes we make a lot of, and I'm going to use this word loosely, ugly, but that's what pays the rent, right? So this is definitely a mission that is going to have some tangible results afterwards. And I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. So you're going to really have to sell it to me the way that you would have to sell it to the client.
I feel like it's youthful and it's trendy. It's something, it's a trend that's popping right now. Persons we have to design for, they are studying literature.
Okay.
So
you made her
felt
look like a
this.
librarian. Is that what it is? You're a very young, juvenile librarian.
Yeah, but I also wanted to add some edge by not going with the typical tetrax or suiting
Okay.
to do a waistcoat, and I'm also going to do a pencil skirt. I wanted to add a little retro feel to it. I'm a little bit stuck on what I'm going to do with the color.
Okay, I would definitely not do this color. I don't know if that's a trend that you guys are going to go with here, but I'm not loving it. I want something that's fresh and young and new and energetic. That's the word. Like, you don't have any energy and it's showing off in your design too.
That's her take on it. I mean, the clothes, everything isn't finished as yet.
Again, it doesn't look like you are very far ahead here.
Well, I'm like halfway there. I
Okay.
did make a pants.
Okay, let's look at that.
I know exactly the pants that I wanted to do, so I went ahead and get that out of the way.
Okay, great.
I wanted something very simple but comfortable. My personal client that I'm gonna dress is, I think she's an intern. As an intern, you know, interns, them all up and down the place. They're on the go all the time, on the feet. So a pants would be perfect. This is gonna be a statement jacket.
Okay.
Don't know what I'm gonna do with it yet.
Well, because you love the retro and everything, are you channeling, I'm thinking a little bit like something Chanel, something
yes.
a little,
Yes.
yeah. Well, what's the huffing for?
I just can't come up with anything yet. Corporate wear should be easy. It should be comfortable. Because you're going to spend 8 hours of your day in one spot. Well, for the pants, I did a deep pocket because I'm thinking if she's going to work as an intern, she's going to have a lot of phones, you know, the company phones, her phone, some other phones. So I did the deep pocket, and I want to put like a lap to hold it down. So
I love it.
You're right. I don't want her to compete for attention too much, but I want her to stand out. I want her to be approachable.
Well, I like the way that you're thinking there, and I like the color combination because it does really make a statement.
You don't need nothing too hot. You don't need anything to restrict you. Not too tight, not too short. And it's supposed to be respectable.
Still to come on Mission Catwalk.
She looks like she owns the company.
What office are you going to in that?
One of you will be out.
Who will rule the catwalk?
Man, you should visit Kenya and get some gangsta in ya. I ride the flies, bust back homies, call my tattoo. Don't worry much, I brush the dust up, cause I got to. My daddy told me even difficult is simple, so I'm taking it real simple. Looking cooler than Coolio, my...
Hello designers, welcome to the Catwalk. Our designers were asked to create corporate wear for NCB Foundation scholars entering the world of work. The judges will score your designs as they go down the catwalk, and one will be named the winner and one will be going home. The judges deciding your fate will be Senior Associate Editor at the Jamaica Observer, Miss Novia McDonald-Whyte, International Menswear Designer, Carlton Brown, and our guest judge, New York-based fashion retail expert, Shannan Catlett. Now let's see your designs. Good luck.
The way she wears that dress, the way she moves in the fabric with finesse. I want to be like you. I'd love to walk in your shoes. She is a star with a diamond in her eye. She is the ruler of the catwalk in the sky. Catwalk, mission catwalk. What would you do to be the ruler of the catwalk? Mission catwalk. The game can be cruel. What would you do? Don't you want to rule? Catwalk. Take all my pieces and throw them together. When you release me, I'm light as a feather. I can do anything when I wear you. Desire of my fate, tell me who will. The catwalk, mission catwalk.
Okay, we're going to bring your models back for one final look and then bring you back to the catwalk. We'll leave.
It has to grab the buyer's interest. There's always got to be a little bit of a novelty of something to pull you in.
How are we going to judge the it's corporate? So what's our take on sleeveless?
When she sits, the impression is going to be there. She's not going to last till lunchtime.
It's being practical. I mean, you can't score on cuteness.
Catwalk, mission catwalk.
Who will rule the catwalk?
What would you do to be the ruler?
Let's bring out the designers. When I call your name, please step forward. David. Rebecca. Your scores have qualified you to continue on this mission. You may leave the catwalk. The 6 of you represent the strongest and weakest designs we saw today. 1 of you will be the winner and 1 will be out. Let's see your models. Renardo, tell us about your look, please.
Hello, judges. This challenge, we're supposed to design something for a young woman going into the field of work. So my young lady, she's going for an intern position. So I wanted to emphasize on functionality in her garment, in her outfit. So I made this jacket and I put some huge pockets for cell phones, keys, because you know she's running around, she's assisting, she's helping and whatever. So I did huge pockets for the jacket and also pockets for the pants, and I wanted color, but I don't want it too bright. And I want it fresh, approachable, young, and I chose these colors and I think it came out well.
Renardo, I'm looking at a sophisticated woman right here. I'm not looking at an intern. This is a very nice suit. Not for an intern though, not on a budget from college going into the work world, but it's a very nice suit. I like your color palette. I like the styling of your jacket with the collar being able to tie like a scarf. It's very stylish. Good job.
Thank you.
Lovely choice of colors. What happens when you unravel the bow?
Nothing really, but there is as she goes along her day, she can open the jacket and there's a simple camisole just for comfort.
As Keneea said, I don't see an intern. It's lovely though, very nice. The jacket needed some work at the back, but all in all, nice details on the trousers especially.
Thank you.
My suggestion is those 2 big pockets you put there, I wouldn't suggest you to tell her to put her phones and keys and everything in there because the fabric can't take a lot of weight.
Thank you.
All right?
I think the neck is a little bit fussy on the jacket, but the 2 very positive ideas of the pocket, I love. You have no idea how many retailers want pockets on things. Of course, you have to make sure it's the right fabric, it can hold the weight, but pockets are very important. So I thought the execution of the novelty of the pockets was excellent, and I loved your choice of colors. I don't like soft colors, but for some reason this worked. It's very sophisticated.
Thank you.
Thank you, Renardo. Kesia, tell us about your look, please.
My girl just graduated. She got her degree in journalism. So now she's going off to an interview for her favorite lifestyle magazine. I went with knit linen, and I just used the tool to create the pattern. There's a top and a skirt. She has the top tucked in. And this is the look I came up with.
I'm a bit undecided about this look. It's okay. But if you're a scholar going into the work world, you'd want to up the ante a little bit. It looks a little bit safe and ordinary, like she's really on a shoestring budget. That fabric doesn't wear well for the work world. I would probably more use it for casual wear. It doesn't really wear well for work, because when she sits in that, the impression is going to be left in the back for the entire day when she walks around the office. It suits a young person coming out of college, but not a scholar who is, on to bigger things and wants to have that look of power to enter with, an impact. It wouldn't create an impact at all.
I have to disagree. It hit the runway in a nice way. It's soft. I think for an interview, it's non-threatening enough.
Yeah, I mean, when I first saw it, an impact, it never really grabbed me. I just never see it in terms of, a corporate, in the corporate world as a woman who's going for that job, so to speak. But in terms of the stitching itself, next time you don't use a machine to stitch and then using the wrong threading. It doesn't work. It's best you hem, needle and thread. You know what I mean? It gives you a cleaner finish. All right, but nice effort, I must say.
Okay, Miss New York is going against the grain. I have to say, this may not be the most corporate of the looks, but this is definitely my favorite as far as creativity. It's the simplest of everything, but I sell to retail stores all the time, and when they see something that's simple, but it has a little bit of novelty to it, and it looks like it could be in the store like Anthropology. I don't know if you know that store. This like works for me. I love it.
Thank you, Kesia. Machel, tell us about your look, please.
Well, for this challenge, I decided to mix a couple aesthetics, a couple looks. The scholar I am dressing was someone who's into literature, and so I felt that it could be a teacher or a librarian. So I wanted to do something fun, yet youthful, yet cost-effective. So I decided to go with a denim skirt. I wanted to play on denim because I feel like denim is trendy. It's still in trend now. And for the touch of power, I decided to add a waistcoat that matches with the skirt, obviously, and that could also go with anything else. And that's basically it.
Machel, I think you went too literal with that librarian inspiration, and she looks like a typical librarian. And the vest, if you're going to go that low with the vest, it would be nice to have that button detail more centered to bring the eye up, because it's conflicting to have that to the side and then these buttons here and then the low cut to the middle, because you scoop it low to show off something here and there's nothing there. That top, I think if you had changed the top, it would work, because the sleeves are not so nicely done and she just looks like a librarian.
There's just too much going on. Plus, she cannot breathe. She's going to die by the end of the day. So, just as well, because she'll die and leave the outfit.
You know, funny enough, when I saw this, I was like, wow, there's so much happening. I can't just tell her to just take out the vest right now for me. Just take it off, because I think the vest is, yeah, it's just too much. And I can see where the pins are at work again. I thought as much. It doesn't pin, you see? It always comes in handy. I just want to see it without, because what happens, is that I'm gonna need a cushion. See what I say? You could tell, because they say at one point when she walked, she did this, and I said,
See, without the vest, it looks better already.
There you go, right?
The skirt is tight, and that pleat in the waist gives her a little tummy.
Exactly.
Well, you all keep talking about librarians. I'm like, that is one sexy librarian outfit. I thought that was like super theatrical. I don't know really who could pull that off as an intern, but I thought it was very well done. Not very corporate, but super theatrical. I love the mix of the bright blue with the white collar and the slim fitting skirt, and I think the vest works. I mean, maybe with a different top underneath, the vest it just takes it like over the top.
Thank you, Machel.
Who will rule the catwalk?
Carla, tell us about your look, please.
My look is based on a scholar going into a law firm as an associate. And I wanted to play on the two words powerful and youthful. And instantly, my inspiration came from a TV series called Suits, with Jessica being the power and Rachel being the youthful person. And the youth really came to the puff sleeves and the little inverted pleat that kind of sways. And then the power came with the collar and the black and the cummerbund waistband. And this is my look.
Carla, I really like your look, and she really looks like a legal associate. A youthful, stylish legal associate. I'm not sure I like the pleat detail at the front with that split. It's not hanging well. I think maybe if it was at the back, it would look better. And even if it was kicking like that at the back, you could get away with it. But at the front, it's a little bothersome. But overall, very well executed.
Yes, I mean, visually it's nice, Carla. You can't, one can't fault you on that. It's just that, I just think it looks a bit too rehearsed. But it works for who she is and what she is.
Carla, it works for me. The only problem I'm seeing, to be honest, is in terms of the sleeves, right? Is that when you put it in a shirt or a jacket sleeve, you always go from front to back on the left, and then from back to front on the right. So it's a balance. What I'm seeing now, one puff is coming to the front, the other one's going to the back.
I have to say, you really got your message across. I mean, looking at it, it's very powerful looking. My least favorite is the sleeve detailing. I thought that could be a little more subtle, but just looking at her, it might be the model included, it just exudes power and youth, and it's beautifully done. Very well executed.
Thank you.
Thank you, Carla. Ryan, tell us about your look, please.
So she just landed her job at a fashion firm. She's an editor, fashion editor. So she knows about style. I wanted it to be almost layered, but easy to put on, because she's never on time. She's always fashionably late. Keneea, you kind of inspired this, so I hope you like it.
I actually love it.
Good.
But the finish is bad. I wouldn't wear it.
Okay, bye.
But I love the design.
Thank you.
But I'm not wearing that ribbon at the hem.
I'll hem this for you, though.
You'll hem it for me?
Yes.
Okay. I think it's a beautiful design. Very beautiful. I love the colors. I love the sleeves. I love the black and white detail. I like the blue. I like the color combination. It's very you. It's something I'd wear. It's stylish. It's youthful. It's a nice look, but the finish is too bad for me to really appreciate it.
It's a nice departure, Ryan, and it's something that it's the kind of piece that could be interpreted several ways, a different fabric, different colors. So for who and what she is, yes.
I mean, my only thing is that the construction is just off. Like when you look to the back, somehow, I don't know if you took her shoulder measurement. That shoulder measurement is just, it has nothing to do with where her back is placed. And the look in itself, the color combination, I must say yes, but the construction itself is just off for me, poor.
Well, good thing you said she was going to work at a fashion company, I think you said, because I couldn't imagine. I love it. It's beautifully done, but I was like, what office are you going to in that? It's gorgeous, though. So I just think it's not appropriate, when you really, in reality, think of going to an office. I just think it might be too much fun, but okay for the fashion firm.
Thank you, Ryan. Alexis, tell us about your look, please.
Hi, everybody. My girl is an intern journalist at the New York Times. In the workplace, I believe less to be more, well, it can't be too distracting, right? So I did basically a trench coat dress, the jacket, well, double-breasted, and also an inside shirt just for a bit of modesty, and I did some play in the sleeves, so that's my main focus, and the detailing along the bust, dark area, and a skirt or bottom with pockets as well.
Alexis, I said a touch of power. This is severe. I love it, but it's severe. She looks like she owns the company.
Did you say the New York Times, or no?
She's an intern. She looks like she owns the New York Times. I mean, it's excellent. It's nicely done, but I just think for the challenge, it's just too much. It's just, I own the company. I mean, if this was a matte fabric and a few inches shorter, it would be perfect.
Well, as a working journalist myself, I do understand that she would have to go from desk to dinner and in between and around the city perhaps. The color perhaps might not be my first choice, but it's a good look.
Okay, thank you.
I think where you're stitching in terms of double-breasted, I think I mean, where the buttons are, where the lapel goes around, the stitching should be on the other side.
Okay.
You know what I mean? You put the flat stitch on top, so it just show it off, makes it look ugly.
Yeah, that was a huge mistake, but I couldn't really like.
Yeah, those are the finer details in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right? And then again, for just like this, you must know when to stitch and when to hem. Right? This needs hemming rather than stitching, because the stitching makes it look cheap and heavy.
Okay, I get you.
This is a dress that is suited for Princess Kate, not an intern. I'm so happy all of you said it's like a power dress. This is my girls that work in finance, that like hedge funds. Like, this is a dress they would love. Yeah, but it's very powerful. I love the way that you nipped it in at the waist. It gives it a feminine look, but it's not overtly sexy. The color's a little bright for a business, but I like the style of it and the silhouette.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Alexis. When I call your names, please step forward. Carla, Alexis, and Renardo. Your designs were the strongest we saw today, and one of you will be the winner of this mission.
Who will rule the catwalk?
When I call your names, please step forward. Carla, Alexis, and Renardo. Your designs were the strongest we saw today, and one of you will be the winner of this mission. Renardo, congratulations. You're the winner of this mission. You may leave the catwalk. Alexis, that was a close call. She's the boss. You may leave the catwalk.
Thank you.
Carla, congratulations. You may leave the catwalk. Ryan, Kesia, Machel, your designs were the weakest we saw today, and one of you will be out. Kesia, you may continue on this mission. Please leave the catwalk. Ryan, Machel, one of you will be out. Machel, I'm sorry, you're no longer part of this mission.
Even though she was walking normal backstage and everything, and I didn't really think, well, it would pose an issue, runway time, and she can't move. So, and when she hit the runway, I basically knew that, okay, you know what, I'm going home. This is too obvious.
I want to be like you. I'd love to walk in your shoes. She is a star with a diamond in her eye. She is the ruler of the catwalk in the sky.
On the next episode of Mission Catwalk,
You will create a garment inspired by the effortless style of the Campari bag. Design your own print inspired by the Minari print for your design.
I don't know how I'm feeling about this. Dress for Campari.
I'm excited to be working with Campari. Campari is one of my favorite drinks.
It's really cool to get to actually design something on Photoshop and see it in a print on fabric.
I am kind of sort of artistically inclined when it comes to like drawing and graphics, so it was very hard for me.
In no way, shape or form can I relate this back to Campari. It's not fun, it's not sexy, it's not red. I see tropical, I see vintage, I see fun, I don't see Campari.
When you think of the brand Campari, I would have liked a little bit more impact in the color.
Great choice of fabric, lovely print, excellent work.
And one of you will be out.
who will rule the catwalk?